What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about going where you're celebrated, not tolerated. So, the people that you are surrounding yourself with, are they the type of people that's going to celebrate you when you go through something and you're in a good position, or the type of people that's going to, try to downplay whatever it is that you're doing? Celebrating and tolerating is so much different, because people that want to see you win, they celebrate with you. They're there with you. People that tolerate you are just there to be there, a part of the process. People that don't really like you, people that don't really accept who you are, they're just there to be like, oh yeah, I was there on the come up. I was there when you needed someone to talk to, and you came to me. They try to throw things back in your face. And if you go where you're celebrated and not tolerated, then you won't feel that. You'll feel more accepted. You'll feel more appreciated for the type of person that you've become, for the person that you've surrounded yourself with, and for the accomplishments that you've made. You won't feel like you're around people, you won't feel like you're bragging to the people that you're around, because the people that you are around genuinely want to see you win, and they want to see you be in a better position. And I would say that the power of being celebrated is like no other, because you start feeling more accepted. You feel like what you're working for has paid off. You feel like you're surrounding yourself with the right people. And if you're in a group where you can't even boast about what you got going on, or like an accomplishment, because you feel like they might judge you, then you might be around people that are just tolerating you. You might be around people that aren't really going to put you first and want to see you win in a genuine way. Plus, if you're that type of person that's like, if you are the tolerator and you're around someone that's like, oh, I know they're going to go places, but I want to be by their side so that they don't remember where they started, or like that I was the person that helped them through this situation so that they can pay me back, then don't be the tolerator. You need to find other people to be able to accept you, and you probably need to work harder in what you're doing, because if you're depending on someone else's success, then what are you doing to be better? What are you doing to be in a position where you're not depending on someone else? The thing is that some people don't even know that they're being tolerated, or that they are the tolerator, if that makes sense. But if you feel like you're overlooked, whenever you're performing, or you feel like you're not listened to, or you don't have that emotional support, then most likely you have people that are just tolerating you, and you got to be careful, because the people that you call your friends and they're like, oh, we're just better in person, but we don't really call each other, we don't really check on each other during the week or whatnot, those might be people that just tolerate you. Those might be better, they might be better as friends, but not genuine relationships, And when you come across people that genuinely want to put you in a position where you are going to be celebrated, then it feels so much different. It feels like the type of person that you're becoming is you start getting more recognition for what you're doing, and you don't feel like you're draining your energy with different type of people whenever you're talking to them. You don't feel like you're boasting about whatever you got going on. You feel like you have people that want to see you win. And that's one thing that is so crucial in today's world, is that so many people want to see each other win, but they don't want the other person to be better than them. And so what they do is that they end up tolerating you instead of celebrating with you. And then whenever you have something that goes well for you, they're like, oh, yay. But behind their back, they feel some type of envy, because they're like, he's doing better, she's doing better than what I'm doing, and I don't like that. And then they start sitting there and they think about, why is it that they're doing better than I am? Okay, well, what can I be doing? Why can I be like them? And they start comparing, and that type of mindset starts to shift a person's thinking. And so this whole time you're thinking that someone's friends with you. Meanwhile, they're the type of person that's they start to envy you. They start to look at you differently. They start wanting you to fail, just to show you that you're not as perfect as you think you are, and that you're not as good as you think you are. And sometimes people will set you up just for you to fail, so that they can show you look, you're not all that you think you are. So evaluate your circle. Evaluate the people that you connect with, the people that you talk to. Because are those the people that's going to celebrate you? Are those people that wants to see you get to the next level? Or are they the type of person that's I'm just going to tolerate this type of success you have because, I want to be the person that was there, or whatever their cases are, right? I don't know why people just tolerate each other, but at the same time, you have to understand and evaluate what type of circle are you evolving and surrounding yourself with. Because if they are the type of people that's going to just tolerate you, then at the end of the day, if your whole circle is just people that's going to tolerate you, at the end of the day, you're going to be emotionally drained because those people won't actually be there for you. So you got to know when to move on from those type of people. The thing is that tolerators come in any type of person. It could be in your own family. It could be your best friend, you know, and it could be people that don't really see the vision like you do. And what you got to do with that is just know how to move on. You got to know how to carry on with life. At that point, you got to find people that are going to celebrate you. You got to find the people that are going to help you be in a position that you want to be in. But if you're also going to be that person that's like, look, well, you know, that's my brother, so I got to keep him in the, you know, I got to try to tolerate him at that point. I got to be able to put myself in a position where I can just look past it. Then you might not be able to find a person that's going to celebrate you. Whenever someone is tolerating you, it makes it hard for them to want to celebrate you. It makes it hard. And the reason that it makes it hard is because, again, they don't really want to see you win. So if you're around those type of people, then it'd be hard to try to shift their mentality or shift their way of thinking, or the way that they act, just because you want to tolerate them. Two people that tolerate each other is kind of like a negative and a negative. You know, they say that it becomes a positive, but if you're trying to tolerate each other, there's no point in even trying to do that. Y'all both need to celebrate each other, celebrate the moments that y'all have. And, you know, that's where sometimes relationships end up falling short, because you meet people that are doing better than the other person. And as much as the other person is like, well, I mean, they're doing great in life and they got all this going on, the other person might be thinking like, I'm not doing enough, so I'm not enough. And now I kind of, like I say, now I kind of envy this person. They don't want to see you be great. So be cautious of that. Be cautious of all of that, because when people move in that type of direction of tolerating you, it's going to shift their friendship with you. It's going to switch up the vulnerability with you, and kind of shift their entire actions of how they act towards you, because it's more envious than just genuine. But yeah, you know, think about it. Think about the people that you're surrounding yourself with and act accordingly, because going where you're celebrated is going to be so much more valuable than just being tolerated by people you want to be around you. If you guys have any other type of experiences, drop them down in the comments below, because I'm always curious to hear about other people's experiences. And like, you know, for me, hearing other people's experiences also lets me know that, like, you know, other people do go through it. Other people do find their people that they're not celebrated and they're more so tolerated. You thought your mom was going to be there for you when blank happened, but she wasn't. And then what happened? And like, what'd you do to overcome that? Like, stuff like that, you know, that's always good to hear, like those type of stories. So if you got a story, drop it in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on any type of socials. It's King Malone. And until then, I will catch you on the next video. Go.